Welcome to Football with Cheese. So in this video, we're going to do a prospect breakdown for Blake Miller. He's the right tackle for Clemson as we continue to do our breakdowns of offensive linemen. Almost done. Got two more after this before we move on to other positions. I'm going to do a Monroe Freeling from Georgia. I'm going to do Vega Iwane from Penn State as well. And then we'll do Ty Simpson and Jeremiah Love, I think, are the next two after that. Then we'll get into position rankings as well. That will be next week. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notification so you never miss one of my videos. Before we get into it, this week on Mock Draft Monday, this Monday, of course, I'm going to do a first-round mock with realistic trades. I'm going to do 6 to 8 of them. Might even have a couple teams in the early second round move back up into the first round. So look out for that Monday. Just so much draft content coming. Share this with anyone who loves the draft as I get closer to 1,000 subscribers and I can finally be monetized. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's get into the video. Blake Miller, like I said, he's a right tackle prospect from Clemson. His strengths, he is very durable, 4-year starter. He's a better athlete than I expected, at least his workout was. He's also really physical at the point of attack and sets a strong anchor. He has extremely good length, especially for a right tackle, over 34-inch arms. He has strong hands when he's engaged and a non-stop motor, which I love. He will always finish the play. He is scheme versatile. I think he could fit a gap or a zone scheme, which is very important because coaches get fired all the time and they change the offense. So it's really nice to have a player that can fit every scheme. He has all the tools to handle speed rushers, which is usually the biggest weakness for a lot of these tackles coming out because he's got the length and the quick feet. And he's a team-first guy with strong intangibles. Sounds amazing, but, of course, like all prospects, he has some weaknesses. He doesn't have great balance and plays too upright in pass protection. He also struggled with rushers who can get low to the ground, so he doesn't have the best bend. On film, it just seemed like he didn't play very well in space. Like his footwork was just kind of a mess out there. He just didn't always play up to the 9.90 relative athletic score, which means he's in the 99th percentile of all offensive tackles to come to the combine. So he's extremely athletic, or he just tested really well, but didn't always play up to it. In fact, of all the drills he did, either the combine or the pro day, the only one that wasn't elite was the 3-cone. Every other one, he's one of the best at the position. So he definitely has the athleticism to play in the NFL. It was a little concerning that he didn't play left tackle his whole career. A little bit in 2024, but Tristan Lee on the left side for Clemson this year, let's just be honest, he sucks. And I'm just surprised they didn't move Blake Miller over there and give him a shot. So conclusion, I mean, this is a 4-year starter who's still young. He just turned 22 years old. He's kind of a strange prospect for me in that he has a ton of experience and he still has a lot of little things to clean up. But the good news is a lot of them are fixable. Before the whole draft process started, I thought he'd go probably mid-second round, but the fact that the first round is so weak and he did have an amazing workout, he will very likely go in the first round. And let's be honest, a lot of players can't say they have all of this. 4 years experience, over 34-inch arms. He's stronger than most offensive tackles in this class, and he has a lot of upside because he's a good athlete. I wonder if a team will try him at left tackle. Like I said, he did play that a little bit in 2024, but most of his snaps have come at right tackle. But he has a lot of traits you just can't coach. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody moves him over there. Consensus board, he is number 28. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's a weak first round. Otherwise, he'd probably be in the 35 to 50 range most drafts. But I think he will definitely go in the first round. And maybe as high as the Eagles at 23. I think that'd be a great fit. I've talked about this in a lot of offensive line videos. Lane Johnson is getting up there in age, might retire. And Blake Miller can learn behind him and then take over next year. But the best fit to me is a team that would have to move back in the first round. And that's the Arizona Cardinals. They had the 34th pick. I wonder if they'd move back into the 20s to take Blake Miller. Me and Mike on the Lights Out podcast every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, link in the description. We talked about this. He's a Cardinal fan. He expects him to take a defensive playmaker at pick 3. But they still have needs on the offensive line, so I think that would be a really good fit. In fact, this Monday, on Mock Draft Monday, I might actually have the Cardinals moving back into the first round. So a little bit of a tease there. But let me know in the comments, do you like Blake Miller? Do you want your favorite team to draft him? If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Once again, share this with anyone who loves football. I cover all 32 teams on this channel and lots of draft content coming, obviously. So make sure you do share this podcast every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Link in the description. And on April 19th, which is a Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, we're going to do a live mock draft. Myself and 3 other draft analysts will pick for every team. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you come out for that. Check these videos out if you have not, and I'll see you in the next one.